Doctor Strange is directed by Scott Derrickson. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name incorrectly. And it's a story about a doctor named Stephen Strange, who is a bit cocky, he's a bit careless, and when he gets into a car wreck, he loses his ability to move around with his hands and help people. He then sets on an adventure, a journey, to find the Ancient One. Actually, not find the Ancient One, to find some resources to help him move his hands and get him back to normal. And he comes across the Ancient One, played by Tilda Swinton. I'm sorry, I'm bad with names. And I'm bad with all these actor names. I'm sorry. She trains him to become the Sorcerer Supreme, Doctor Strange. And in the ending, there's a villain that he has to face off. We've seen something like this before. The most origin story that Marvel has done, like Ant-Man, Iron Man, Thor. It has mixed a bit of some of those movies into one, with magic, with the character Doctor Strange, and the playfulness of Ant-Man. So, as usual, I'm really excited for the Marvel movies. So far, really enjoyed them all. From Iron Man to Civil War, Marvel still hasn't failed. It doesn't hold up here. It fucking does. I love Doctor Strange. I know a few reviewers online say that, while it is very entertaining, it isn't as entertaining as the Rotten Tomatoes say. I agree with the Rotten Tomatoes on this one. I fucking love Doctor Strange. I do have one problem with the movie. I'll get into that in my negatives. But it doesn't overall deflate the fact that I had a ton of fun with Doctor Strange. Number one, the casting is fucking brilliant. Benedict Cumberbatch is great as Doctor Strange. I cannot think of anybody else actually to play this character. He embodies him, he actually looks like him, and he acts brilliantly like him. Benedict Cumberbatch is a great actor. I mean, you cannot doubt that. And he was everybody's number one pick for Doctor Strange, including mine, and he played it off perfectly. Tilda Swinton, I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong again. I had a Chronicle of Narnia. Wait just a minute. Her name is Tilda. Why the fuck does it not say? Shit, I need to look up actor name before I review. She was great in the movie, by the way. I really enjoyed her character, including Mordo's character. The friend of Doctor Strange. I even loved the love interest. I wouldn't say... I'll just say I enjoyed the love interest. She seemed actually helpful. She seemed like she had a point in the story, and she has enough screen time in the movie when she needs to be there for Doctor Strange and for her to do her own things. And she has a great character in the movie. So, I guess love interests are improved in this movie instead of villains. And the villain is my one problem with the movie. He's not as bad as most villains in the movie, but he could have been had a more characterization, because while he is menacing, and I have Casino Royale, if this said anything, Mads Mikkelsen, he was a great actor in the movie. He was great, but his character is a bit like some of the other Marvel movies, like Ronin, the Dark Elf villain in Thor. Yeah, let's not talk about it. But he is actually a bit of an improvement over those. I still think that this year's Baron Zemo is so far my favorite villain, because he had more character, he had more depth, and you understand where he's coming from. And my favorite part that he won in the movie. He defeated the Avengers. In this movie, he just seemed like an old bad guy, played by a great actor. He was great in the movie, but he needed more character. So those are my thoughts on the acting and actors and how well of a job they did. How the action, how the special effects, they are fucking brilliant. Like, I heard that few people say that there's a CGI creature that looks plain laughable. Well, to me, it's not that bad. I got used to it. Please don't kill me. But I don't think that CGI creature, no spoilers, is not that bad. And I can see so much resemblance in this movie with Inception. Like, this movie took lots of inspiration from Inception. From all the world turning in and all the buildings. It's just like Inception, except it has more of Inception. And it really explores magic very well in the movie. This is the first movie to fully introduce magic into this universe. I know that Thor did, but it's more ancient, more about mythology instead of magic. This movie goes on full magic, and it's awesome to see it. And the characters looking exactly where they need to look just makes it feel more investing. Like you are really in this world where magic exists. And the cinematography is also amazing. I don't know how many times I drop my jaw whenever I see some effect shot. And the pacing is great too. And this leads to the storytelling. How does the storytelling hold up? Well, the storytelling... Okay, you guys will go into this movie and the storytelling will be a bit like Iron Man. There's an arrogant hero who goes into an accident and thought he loses everything, then reinvigorates himself, and he turns into the hero. It's kind of like Iron Man, but this movie does have magic, and actually that magic just made it feel like a different movie. And how it's able to play off said storyline is also very well done. And I really didn't think all the way that was like Iron Man. Okay, Doctor Strange's character is kind of like Iron Man, but I still loved his character. And I cannot stress enough, Benedict Cumberbatch is fucking awesome. He's great at Doctor Strange. I have no words to describe it. He was amazing. Overall, what are my thoughts on Doctor Strange? Well, Marvel has done it again. It's been proven time to time that they can take even the most insane comic book characters like Ant-Man, the Guardians of the Galaxy, now Doctor Strange, and make an entertaining movie out of them. I know that this movie had a few doubts, and I cannot laugh at anymore about all the doubts. People are so stupid. So I'm going to give Doctor Strange an A. The villain could have been more improved, but overall, I wouldn't say this is one of my favorites in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but it is still a great addition to the MCU, and I highly, highly recommend that you go see this movie right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys next time.